Welcome back, fellow detectives. So, it is time to call the case closed. So, did you figure it out? Did you solve the mystery before me? Well, anyway, it is time to figure everything out and expose our killer. So, from the beginning of this investigation, I had said that it was very important to listen to everything everyone said, as one thing said could be very important. Well, anyway, there was one interview in particular in which I, after listening to that particular suspect, was able to figure everything out. So, did you figure it out before me? So anyway, I think I know who our killer is. So, before I give you the name of our killer, I will give you 5 more seconds to work it out. So, here you go. Time's up. So, our killer, the name of our killer is Josh Bass. So if you figured that out, then well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. You are definitely a good detective. So, how did I know it was Josh Bass? Well, the interview in which I said explained everything was the one I said with Roger Vaughan. Roger may have had a very huge motive to kill Flash Stars, but it was everything he told me in that interview which helped click in my head, which made a light bulb light up and made me figure everything out. And that led to the explanation of our three big clues. Firstly, when I asked Josh where he was that night, do you remember what he said? I was at home watching a movie on TV. Not a very good one, too much CGI. And then do you remember what Roger Vaughan said his alibi was? At home, watching football. It was Premier Championship night. There was nothing else on TV all of that night. If football was the only thing on TV on the night of the murder, then Josh Bass was lying. He was not watching TV. He was not where he said he was. He, of course, also did say he washed the dishes, which also explains why the killer wore rubber gloves. Clue number 2. Roger Vaughan said only him and Flash knew about the contract. But do you also remember what Josh Bass said very particularly about that contract in his interview? But in the event if Flash couldn't go, there is a clause in that contract which says if Flash couldn't go, then someone of us could go in his place. Only Flash and Roger knew about that contract. Remember, Roger said only him and Flash knew about that contract. So obviously, somehow, Josh must have found the contract or discovered it and read the whole thing and discovered that they were about to be dumped. And he didn't like that, did he? He decided he would have to take action, which therefore gives him a very strong motive. And the final clue is the silver button. It was very obvious that that button was planted there to frame Roger Vaughan. But if you remember what Roger Vaughan said, he donated that jacket and along with other stuff to the charity shop 2 months ago, 2 months before the murder. And do you remember who he said helped him donate the items? Ask Josh Bass, he helped me donate the stuff. Josh obviously, when Roger was not looking when he came round, must have removed the button from the jacket, planning to leave it there after he committed the murder, but did not realise that Roger was donating that jacket. A very sloppy thing to do when planning a murder. Even Jack the Ripper wouldn't make a mistake like that. Well, those are our 3 big clues. So now, let's have a reveal flashback to see if we got it 100% correct. Alright, I'm coming. Jesus Christ. No! Well, we were right, ladies and gentlemen. We can officially call this case closed. Thank you very much for your help with my investigation, and happy sleuthing in your future career as a promising detective. Bye.